Hello friends, welcome back once again to Let's Play some BRAINLORD on the Super Nintendo console. We left off the last video with us just taking a little preview of the 4th floor of the ancient ruins, and here we go. This is what I like to refer to as the floating car floor. I don't know if you necessarily call it a car, but it's just some sort of floating traveling mechanism, and I think it's pretty cool, really. So I'm going to go ahead and de-equip the light jade because there aren't really any dark rooms around here, and we're going to make better use of our fireball jade crud. So here we have lots and lots of open space and enemies. We're gonna go ahead and fight them blue guys because they usually cough up the blue orbs, and well, sometimes, and those can be good for your fairies there in order to gain levels. So we're gonna find a lot of locked doors on this level, and also there's a couple of unlocked doors which we need to go to first. So here we are. We come into this room here with these angry red steel balls here, and we're gonna do our best to avoid them. But they just kind of run around and chase you all over the place, and it's kind of miserable. So anyway, wear what's inside the treasure chest. You can move it at the same speed as the steel balls. This particular item, the cape, it can be handy when these guys are around, these red steel rolling balls here that chase you, because you do move pretty fast, but as you can see, your defense power is in 0. So while wearing the cape, you want to make sure and use a lot of caution that you don't get hit while wearing it, because it's pretty hazardous to your health. it'll really pack a wallop. So the ancient coin, and as far as I know, that's just something that you can sell at the store, but more on that later. So we just kind of make our way around the room, kind of trying to trick them things, and they're running right by you and gathering up the chests and silver bullion there. Power room key. So like I say, we're going to be finding a lot of keys and a lot of locked doors, and just kind of make our way around and explore all we can. So it looks like we got everything. So like I say, the cape brings your defense power all the way down to 0. So make sure that when you're not running away from them things, you need to move really fast. Put your armor back on because you'll be hurting big time if not. So let's hop on our happy little car here and motor on. Let's see, where to next? There's so much room here, you know. There's all kinds of open space to explore. Okay, there's another unlocked door. Carrying on, carrying on. Here's a room where there's a bunch of these perpetual energy robotic sentinels walking around just giving you a hard time. This puzzle here, it's a really similar concept to the one that we found in the Tower of Light, except this one only has 2 rolling balls and 2 boulders, whereas the previous one had 3. And so you use the same basic strategy, but it just takes a little bit more care in your methodology here. So I'm going to go ahead and move this guy over here. Get that out of the way. Roll this one up to provide a barrier against the door. Now this guy we gotta move around to use as a secondary stopper. Pretty simple really, but just, you know, a little bit of patience, a little bit of forethought there in order to get through these puzzles. Piece of cake. Kite shield, that's the red one that we already have. Control key, yet another key. Okay, back on our little platform. These things are pretty easy to navigate around on, really, and you know, I mean, it's kind of nice that you don't actually fall off of them. You have to jump off. Otherwise, it'd probably be pretty miserable trying to actually try to stay on the thing somehow. So, here's a plaque. The jewel rests below. Another one of those kind of cryptic little messages that, you know, this game really likes to take things literally. So anyway, literally speaking, the jewel rests below, so we're going to go ahead and try to get right below the plaque with our little moving car here and jump. And as you can see, we weren't quite close enough underneath it, so we're going to try that one again. Where the hell are we? There we go. And into the secret room. Silver bullion. That's just more stuff to sell at the store. Kind of a crafty way of giving you money out of the chest rather than just giving you coins. You know, they give you items which you can sell for money. So kind of neat, really. You know, I mean, breaks up the monotony a little bit of actually just getting coins. Provide you with these different little treasure artifacts and what have you. We're going to be exiting out into a room which we couldn't enter into before, which is on the 3rd level. Down here where we encountered the devilish phantom platform in action. So, and also this steel key, which we found on the 3rd floor, and has a weapon drawn on it. Let's use it. What have we here? Steel Buster. I mentioned on the last video when we talked to the equipment salesman up there on the 4th floor about getting a Steel Buster later on, and yeah. It's just best to wait, especially if you know that you're going to be getting it in the near future, because it's just totally expensive and uncalled for. So hopefully you waited, and because we just got one for free out of a chest. So let me go ahead, since we have a warp gate, I'm going to go ahead and just go right on up to warp our way up to the 4th floor here. Yeah, 4th floor. Let's do it. Let's see if this guy will buy some stuff off us. Man, we got so much stuff right now. Okay. Sell stuff. Iron sword. Yeah, let's get rid of that thing. We got a little badass steel buster now. We don't need that gun. So, okay, what else we got? We don't need silver bullion. 3,000 gold. That's cool. Ancient coin. 5,000. Nice little bonus. What else? What else? Oh yeah, silver. More silver bullion. 3,000. Cool. No. Well, do we have anything else to sell? Not at the moment. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll go ahead and keep that kite shield around for a spare, just in case this one wears out a little bit, which it doesn't look like it is anytime soon. So, since we're in a safe room, I'm going to go ahead and call this a video, and we'll carry on with the second portion of the 4th floor in the next installment of Let's Play Some BRAINLORD. Thanks so much, folks. Talk to you later.